Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the red Japanese, we have Pluto. Spawn on the top right side as the blue Portuguese, we have Rude and Ignorant. I'm not sure why he's playing me, but either way, we do now have, let's see, no deck selected just yet. Killing somebody's tank on hooves. And the bandit rider will be stabbed to death by these monks. They both have randomly generated names. Blue's immediately going for a trade post. We got Orastiro. Well, I'm not sure what that means. It's definitely a custom name. If it's not, I'll be surprised. When it comes to natives on the map, we do, of course, have the most important natives. The cow. There's actually a good number of cows in the field, which people can claim. If you find all the cows, it may be decent go for a livestock pen and fatten them up. Japanese, they can't get no, they have to go for... Yeah, they can't get livestock pens, but they can task the cows on shrines to get more resources. So that's actually very important for the Japanese player to go for those cows. Either way... Now got a deck selected. The 1v1 deck for the Japanese. Includes villagers, heavenly kami, villagers, wood coin, the shrine wagons, Yumi archers, Ashikar musketeers, Ashikar musketeer attack, Dimak entry, daimyo multitata, cherry orchard rickshaws, villagers, coin, Yumi archers, Ashikar musketeers, close combat, Naginata riders, Naginata hit points, bloody harvest, flaming arrows, divine intervention, Ashikar musketeers, flaming arrows, and the shogun. We got normal force 3. I guess it's maybe the third iteration of this deck, which does include Federitas, which is going for now, Town Militia, Wood, Coin, Gunpowder Attack, Infantry, Advanced Arsenal, Spice Trade, so it looks like going to be a fast fortress, Wood, Coin, a Constable, Cazadores, Dragoons, Dragoon Combat, Organ Guns, Fort, Refrigeration, Coin, Gunpowder Infantry Combat, Portuguese Expeditionary Force, which includes 6 Castors, 6 Dragoons, Organ Guns, Grape Shot, Culverins, Heavy Cannons, Factory, and Factory. Japanese deck suggests that he's going for more of a Musketeer deck, which is probably not a good idea because Portuguese tend to rely heavily on Castors, which are a skirmisher variant that more have a cost similar to Musketeers in proportion, more on food than coin, rather than more closer to a 50-50 split. Organ guns are basically a staple for Portuguese as well, so I don't think Ashikar Musketeer play will be good from the Japanese. Naginata riders seem a good option to me. Castors are light infantry, and organ guns are, of course, not anti-cavalry unit. I think the Naginata riders would be the better option for the Japanese player. We got the Philosopher Prince being researched, and over here we do now have the Torii Gates, will give him access to 1 free samurai and, of course, a military rickshaw. Very handy. Local kitty cats going down. Blue will be stealing their spruce trees that they like to sit on like all cats do. Red may find the cow. No, he does not find the cow. Blue's going to be claiming... We'll be killing off these 2 cougars and steal their kitten or kit. So there goes Mom and Pa, and the baby will eventually have his revenge on the explorer. Buttercup shall have her revenge. Ashikar Musketeers not being employed on the field. Collecting heavily from the Cherry Orchard, not big surprise. There's Buttercup, the pet cougar. offering 12 damage. Decent melee combatant, similar to musketeers and melee. Of course, even for a wildcat, she's not good against villagers. She'd rather prefer head pats than to eat them. And now he's being sick and making him kill other cougars with Buttercup, you monster. And these cougars are going to lose their potatoes. The samurai does offer good siege damage, so this outpost will go down eventually. This town center could have been a bit closer to the trading post, help protect it. Either we do now have 2 town centers on the field. We do now got around musketeers. He can bring in quite a bit of militia of the Portuguese. Aging up with the Exile Prince. Trading post has been saved. Does get 3 villagers garrisoned inside, offering 27 damage, so slightly better than musketeer fire support. And the trading post does go down. See, Buttercup, your master is wounded now. Now it's time for your revenge. Placard mines being researched. Over here, do you have a shimmer of wood for the Japanese player? He may be eyeing for his age up relatively soon. He's not building any more military. Nope, he is building more military units. Grind wagons not being put on field to claim all the local deer and bison herds. Red will find another cow up there. Or maybe not. Musketeers not being put on the field. Good damage there on that villager. He will be gunned down. Another shipment's available. Shipment of coin this time. He almost has enough resources to age on up. It does also have a decent amount of export. Does he have a constable on the field? Does not appear to be. Or consulate. There's a consulate as well as a stable. Going for a diplomatic intrigue as well, which will give him effectively 375 export. So you can use that export to import something against, maybe Ottoman would be half bad. To get out some delis, engage Costadors, though you have to be careful about Dragoons, which are alive and existing right now. Portuguese players has advanced to age 3. He's going for the Dutch allies, bringing a bank. Here's the bank wagon. I can not rise 5 of them being pulled on out. Yep, overall Costadors are basically a skirmish variant. Like I said beforehand, they do offer... Actually, they do have higher range resist, don't they? If a little less health, if I remember correctly. They do have more similar costs to musketeers, so they make them a bit more easier to spam out. Oh, you said what the hell, that cow? But cows are good. Indians know how good cows are, though they don't know how well they taste. Here's a fun fact. Modern milk cows, you can milk them about... dairy farms are able to milk them 2 to 3 times a day and get about 6 to 8 gallons of milk per day from a single cow. Think about that. It gives you context of the family cow back when the families were, say, 12 kids. That's still basically half a gallon of milk for each kid per day. Nagana Rise do take some good damage there from the Dragoons, but now we've got the Musketeers firing away. We now have the age up to the Golden Pavilion, as well as ship available for the next page. Naginata's Riders getting some good damage on these, or Dragoons getting some good damage on the Naginata Riders, but they do need to stay away from the Musketeers. All these dragoons are severely wounded, barring you. You're only slightly wounded. Oh, these dragoons are gonna go down. You don't need to go to melee mode against these wounded guys. They all wish they were dead. More dragoons and castadors here. Organ guns now being employed on out. Okay, stop spam clicking that. He's going to end relations with the Dutch. He wants to be allied with the Dutch. I just hear more ping sounds. I really wish there's a way in this game where I can just simply disable all those spam clicks. I don't hear any error notification when I'm casting. Anyway, we do now a good number of Naginata riders, more musketeers being employed on out as well. Log flume being researched. Got decent number of organ guns here. Organ guns do a little bit less damage to buildings, but offer still good damage in general. Got quite a scary force of Portuguese here. He has 90 on 90 population on the field. And right now his opponent has 81, but some being occupied by these villagers, so he's lacking quite a bit of military right now. He needs some anti-artillery units against the organ guns. Flame arrows right now wouldn't be half bad. They're not necessarily anti-artillery units, but nor are organ guns, in which they can offer some good damage against the castadors as well. And sure, they can still be hit by the dragoons, but you got other units for that to defend them with. Got a good number of Naginata riders here. That should be very good against the organ guns. Maybe archers, like I said, are not going to be great against those dragoons. Actually, no, they're going to be fine against dragoons. So Yumi archers will be fine against the dragoons. They do not as effective against castadors, and they will have to be very careful around those organ guns. The musketeers offer some decent effect against the dragoons, but take extra damage from the castadors. And of course, you've got the organ guns, who will make and the organ guns really want to see infantry organs. Dragoons to get a good volley there on the Naginata riders. Infantry sort of push way forward. Once organ guns still running away, takes a bad volley against the structure, so he will lose the organ guns. Allows musketeers and Yumi archers to get some great damage across everything. Overall, felt like a bit of poor control there by Blue. And actually saving his organ guns was actually a bit of a problem. If the organ guns take time to volley the infantry, that may have been a little bit better fight for him, because he's going to focus on the castadors with his, or the Naginata riders with his dragoons are good. But right now, yeah, he doesn't have enough anti-heavy cav damage, though these Naginatas are severely wounded. Oh, does get around on pikemen. That could be useful. Not pikemen, halberdiers. But they will be countered by the Yumi archers, which also should counter out his dragoons. Flame arrow is not being pulled on the field. Yeah, I'm not sure what he should go for. Dragoon combat being pulled on the field, giving plus 20% health and damage on his dragoons. Very, very good. There are a number of idle villagers there. Got a samurai hacking them apart. The samurai does offer 29 damage with a bit of AoE. Villagers in return have 10. And no AoE. Samurai gets gunned down. Of course, the Portuguese player has a good number of villagers in queue, 49 villagers. The Japanese player is doing better, relying heavily on these villager shipments, have both times 7. Well, the Portuguese player does not have any sort of villager shipments, so he's able to get other shipments in. We have more Costars and Dragoons now. Arsenal now deployed in field, bring a shipment of refrigeration, increasing the collection rate of resources by 20%, or all food income by 20%, including collecting up the cows. Advanced arsenal takes the fire from the flaming arrows. More musketeers being shipped on or being deployed on in. We do have the increasing hit points of your land military units. Golden Pavilion bonus right now. Bring another shipment of flaming arrows. Dragoons trying to find opportunity to engage these forces. And there goes the advanced arsenal. Also, it's going to get overran here. First, really good engagement there by knocking out our riders. Yeah, those Costars getting ripped apart. This is going to be a massive loss by the Portuguese player, and that probably was game losing those Costars. Bit foolish like that. This is Angry Insane. Thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.